Hi everyone, this is Christina from Springtide Readings. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Just welcome, really. Thank you for being here. I'm very, very grateful. And if it's not your faces and places that my team and I are talking about, then it's probably not your reading. You may know who I am talking about, and if you could pass it on to them, that would be wonderful because, you know, a heads up is helpful. I like a bit of extra information. So I think that that's it, and let's get on in here and see what they have to say today. I'm going to start with these, I think. Usually start with these, so, you know. All right, hang on one second. That's a nice one to fly out there. Good grief. I'm sorry, that shouldn't have amused me the way it does, but it does. I love when they flip out like that. Right. Success is on your doorstep. Competition. So whatever the competition is, you're winning. Oh, you're a survivor. Boy, do I know my collective are survivors. I tell you what. I say this a lot, but you guys blow me away. You are where you should be. So, you know, you're not falling behind on life's lessons. You are where you should be. There's a fresh start coming up. Nice. Very nice. And just like that, which, I mean, my God, look at that. Success on your doorstep. You're a survivor. You are where you should be. The fresh start. You're winning the competition. And just like that. And just like that, that's kind of like you're waiting for, yeah, it's no longer a woman scorned. Woman, man, you could be just a feminine bloke. And just like that, it's like you've been waiting for something to happen. And just like that, it kicks off and it starts to come into fruition. So, you know, this is a beautiful thing. Wow. Well, okay. This looks good. Let's keep going here. Look, you know you've been scorned in the past. The fact is, the universe it will not give you too much. It bloody well feels like they are going to give you too much or have given you too much, but you're still here, and that's the important bit. You are a survivor. You are still here. Okay, so I'm going to take this woman scorned in reverse because you're not that anymore. You know, you're not this scorned person anymore. You don't. It doesn't need to be on here. Because you're headed for pure joy. Look at that. Gosh, you guys. Wow. Oh, wow. That's lovely. Oh, man. Okay. What else you got to say about this? Closing a cycle, I see there. All right. All right. Okay. I hate when I have to do that. I feel like Marge. I'm going to move these over here because I think we're getting ready to kick into the meat of this reading. All right. So you've got great things coming, okay? You know, it's right on your doorstep and just like that. And it's a fresh start. Okay, you're closing a cycle. And maybe, just maybe the hell isn't over yet. That's maybe the hell isn't over yet. I mean, and it isn't yet. You know, your success is on your doorstep. You're not there yet. You're gonna be, but you're not there yet. And that's okay. That's all right. You're getting ready to close a cycle. You know, this is a good thing. So vilify and death. Can you tell me if that's actual death or if that's metaphorical death? A combination of both. Right, let's clarify. Let's clarify this vilify and death. Oh gosh, on the bottom of the deck. Newsworthy. So something's hitting the news. Local news, whatever. National news, whatever. All the way to the top, they said. So international news. Really, that's at the top. This is looking like a pretty interesting reading, really. Right, could you clarify? I already asked you that, didn't I? It's going to be a shock when this comes out. Could you clarify this whole line here for me, team, please? Yeah, I'm going to put that on the board. So that keep your cool, don't react. Witness a murder. Yeah. Let's move this over here. I think we've got plenty of room to work with over here. Can you see all that? No, you can't. Let's move that down. You can't see it. Okay. Keep your cool. Yeah, I just... Huh. I don't know if you saw that. I was just having a look. Can I take it face value? The discussions, there were the things, clingy, the fragile mental health. There were things that were catching my attention there, and that flew out. I think we will definitely be leaving that there. Oh, golly, golly, golly. Okay. Well, this isn't the rose petal bath I was hoping for here. Again, team, could you clarify this whole line over here, please? Oh, okay. I mean, it's all saying the same thing. You are headed for a rebirth. And these people were warned. What were they warned about? Taking chances. Please don't make me say that. Writing checks that they couldn't cover. And it's not monetary, it's deeds. They were warned. Not only from people who knew what was going on, that this was a bad idea. Well, this may have happened near water. Has this already happened? This death, murder, shocking event? For the most part, yes. A little while ago, in fact. See, yeah, well, this is a weird thing I'm seeing happening over here. Something that you tell people and they would say, bullshit. I mean, stop the swearing. Vulgar language, nothing you use in church. Thank you for that clarification, Jane. It did make me giggle. Oh my Lord, this story that I keep seeing. I mean, it's like one of those nutty things that somebody would say and you go, yeah, right. But that is what I'm saying. Right, let's keep. I think this was about ugly. My God, I think it's about money. I think they killed this person because of money. And there were witnesses. And not just one witness either. Yeah, lies on top of lies. This is not just one witness. These people, my God. I mean, what strikes me about this is the size of the cojones it would take to do something like this. But the arrogance or the ego or something, they felt safe. They felt safe enough to do it. They felt safe enough to do this. They felt as though they weren't going to get into trouble for it. And, as it stands now, they haven't. Nothing's happened to these people. They've just got this it's a group. It's a group. And they were all in on it. And they were warned not to do this. But they did it anyway. Oh my. Let's keep going. Could you clarify this whole line, please? I want to know more about this. This is really self-explanatory. The fact of the matter is, whatever's going on here is it's gonna come out. Because look, you got newsworthy. It's gonna come out. You trust your intuition. Like I said, you know things that maybe you don't have full-on evidence of, maybe you do, really, you know? Maybe you do. Maybe you do have the evidence. But this is going to close a cycle for you, and it's going to be a fresh start for you, and it's going to happen just like that. And it is right on your doorstep. And you are a survivor. You are a survivor. This person, not so much, obviously. You know, I feel a bad for the person who has witnessed this murder. I feel bad for the person who has gone through, because, okay, somebody got murdered. Yes, and I understand that that's like, you know, that's awful. It's terrible. It's a tragedy. But they don't have to deal with it anymore right now, really. And the person who's been left behind. And I don't even think that, for some of you, not for everybody, but for some of you, you didn't even really know this person. You didn't even really know this person. I know this sounds crazy, but you're somewhere. You're in some place, a hospital, a hotel, I don't know, something. And you didn't even realize that that's what it was. I mean, crazy, crazy, crazy. Right? Like I said, I know how nutty this sounds. I know how nutty this whole scenario sounds, but you know, it is what it is. You saw those things fly out. 178 cards here in this deck. You know, okay, I'm not going to justify. I'm not going to make excuses for having nutty information, because you know what? The world is nuts. There are some pretty nutty things that happen out there. And you just think no way, that could never happen. Yes, it does. And the fact is, these people are going to get caught. And they were warned that they were going to get caught. Because they took so many chances. That's what I see here. They've taken so many chances. Let's clarify. Let's clarify this whole line again. Yeah, a storm is coming. But again, look at that. It's good luck for you. You know, this is going to be advantageous for you. I don't know how. And I think actually, whoever I'm speaking to over here, I think you've been struggling a lot with this, to process what it is that happened. Maybe in some weird way, you don't even realize what you've seen. And I think that is probably what we're talking about here. It was so blatant. It was so, yeah, I mean, yeah. I maybe it is that you don't even realize what you've seen. These people are wearing a mask. Clarify this line, please. This is your confirmation. Exactly. Trust your intuition. This is your confirmation. 178 cards. Seriously. This is your confirmation. And, you know, you aren't, this is not for one person. That's the thing. This is for a large group of people. You have not, it's not just you. All right? You're not out there by yourself on this one. It's this strange thing that you have to go through in order to move past this stage, to move out of this lesson and into another and into a fresh start. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful patch in your life. You know, once this cycle closes and these people get caught, I think it's going to give you closure. You know, it's something. Maybe they'll pay you. Maybe they'll pay you for what they put you through. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, it'll be different for everybody as far as your fresh start goes. But, you know, something. Definitely something. You know, and I don't think it's just that these people get caught. I think that's not, because this is big. You know, this is big life changes here. And for positive, you know, this is a very positive life change. But it's big. This is a really big story here. Huh. Outside, I hear a load of dogs barking. Yeah, dogs are barking. These people are going to get caught. And I think that they've already been, daubed in. Somebody on my team just said, daubed in. They've already been, this is already on the table. This is already out there somewhere. They know. It's not just this group of people who know. This is I just keep seeing this massive arrogance that they thought, well, I'm not going to get caught. We're not going to get caught because of the job we do, they said. Mm-hmm. Well, that truth revealed. You know, really, this is an elevation for you. And it's so weird that, yeah, see, health issues, you know. This is why I keep thinking that you come from a place of integrity. This is why I feel like this was in a hospital. It was in, I just feel it, hospital. That's what I keep seeing. Not court system. Things moving fast. You know, close those doors. I don't know why I just showed you the side of the card. That's not going to really do you much good, is it? Things moving fast. Close the doors. Cut the cords. You know, this is something that's going to be, even if you didn't realize what you were seeing, even if you didn't realize that this is what was going on, somewhere in there, your intuition told you what was going on. And you just, something, you knew something was not right. Okay, clarify. Okay. Yeah, this came up before, actually. This step away from social media. Just be careful what you're posting. And I don't necessarily think that you should have to give it up completely, but just be careful what you're telling people. You know, don't tell people where you are. Don't at the time for real time. You know, things like that. I don't know. Just don't tell them all your moves. There's no point, because I know it sounds really weird, but this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that these people know who you are. Even if you don't know who they are, they know who you are. And they're keeping an eye on you because they want to know how much you know. So be very, very careful. Be very careful what you're putting out there. I mean, honestly, I'm seeing like, I know it sounds bizarre, but I'm seeing like a hitman kind of deal. In fact, I'm seeing two hitmen working together. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I think this is awful for the family who's involved in this. Yeah. Because they don't know. They don't know this was a murder. I think they're getting ready to find out, though. And I think this is going to happen fast. I think this is coming in very soon. This isn't something that's going to go on for years and years and years. Because this isn't... Okay, I'm gonna say this probably happened in the last year to 2 years for who I'm talking to. You know, different for everybody. Timelines and all that stuff, but let's clarify. Clarify more, please. Let's give some more clarification on this, please. Team, more clarification on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has happened near water. Yeah, just observe. And I think that's what you did. That this is not just this is not advice at this moment. This is what you did. This is what you did. You observed. You observed this happening. You observed this going on. But I don't think you fully comprehended what it was that you were seeing. Like I said, your intuition knew exactly what you were seeing. So there may well be inevitably, you know, I'm talking to my vibey survivors here. You know, you have the intuition. You're a psychic powerhouse, for goodness sake. You know, even if you don't have proof. And it doesn't really matter, because these people are caught up and caught out. And the fact is, it was like this, I don't know how to explain it. Like this whole gang mentality and, you know, this pack mentality that they were all working together, and they took someone out. They took someone out. I'm hearing that they were calling him a traitor or a traitor. Although I do see a masculine. I see a masculine being done in here. Well, I mean, I've got this really heavy pressure on my chest. I think this is a lot bigger deal than you actually thought it was. Maybe. Some of you know exactly what the hell's going on or what the heck's going on. Hell, you could say that in church, you know, really, technically. It's a place. Just checking in from hell. Okay. Yeah, that's a weird thing to say, considering what we're talking about. Yeah, well, maybe this person wasn't a nice person. Maybe they did some bad things. You know, being called a traitor, that's a pretty big claim for someone to be called that. Oh, we aren't finished yet. We aren't finished with this yet because, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Again, things moving fast. Court system. Again with the court system and the things moving fast. I'm telling you, this is not going to be a long, drawn-out thing. They're coming for these people. They're coming for them. Trauma, heartache, heartbreak. Trauma, because I think that a lot of the people who observed this happening, it traumatized them. It really, really messed with their heads. And unfortunately, the people who I see who have seen this, they are vulnerable. They are in a vulnerable state. They're in a vulnerable position. And people who they would tell ain't going to listen. They're not going to listen because they're going to say, well, what do you know? You're just vulnerable. You were ill. You had health issues. You were ill. You were out of your mind on drugs or, you know, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm still seeing hospital here. So I think we should just go with that because I feel that this is a hospital situation. And the group of people who heard this happening aren't going to be taken seriously because of the position they were put in hospital. And these people who carried this out really thought that they were completely safe because who's going to listen to a bunch of old people? Or who's going to listen to a bunch of infirm people who are half there, half not? I tell you what, though, there were a group of people there who were a lot more switched on than they thought they were. But that's not even why these people are getting caught. That's not even it. These people had been planning this for a long time. They had been planning it. And they were warned not to do it. But they really, I mean, I see this sort of caught up in this whole, I'm part of this gang and I'm part of this going on and the rest of it. But, you know, really? Really? Oh gosh, what a heavy reading. Golly. Okay, let's keep going because I'm you know, we're certainly not through with this. Although I will say, as horrendous as this is, there are some very positive things coming out of this for you. And for you. Not for them, for you. For the one that was dismissed, for the ones that were dismissed as being not important in this story. You're the ones who are going to come out on top. You are the ones. And the reason is because you are elevating and you've got integrity. You know, this is actually a really lucky thing for you. I don't know why. I think it changed your life. And I don't even think that even on for some of you, it's not even on a conscious level that it changed you. Although, you know, most of the people I'm talking to, they knew. They knew. And the fact is, you know, you were protected. You were protected throughout this. Because you walked away. You walked away. You didn't. These people aren't going to walk away. Not for long. Their chickens are coming to roost. You know, the obstacles that are put in place for you, they were there to protect you. Holiday card comes out a lot. Hell, maybe you were on holiday when this happened, you know? Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. See, somebody's got evidence. Somebody recorded. Somebody in this hospital situation that I'm seeing, somebody listened to an ancestor and they turned their phone on to record, and they've recorded this, and they've got evidence. That isn't even in itself why these people are going to get caught, though. Why these people are going to get caught is because they were being watched anyway. They took so many chances. You know, they didn't care. They sent, you know, there was no real protection that they were giving themselves. You know, they weren't all that careful because they thought, because of what they did for a job, that it was going to be okay. That there was no way they were going to get caught. And even if they did get caught, who was going to listen to them? Unfortunately, they used words in texts or in emails that put up red flags. Unfortunately for them, not for anybody else, obviously. They need to be caught, absolutely. You know, and I really see that a lot of this is because of money. Now, whether this person that they killed owed money, I don't know. Maybe because there's some sort of inheritance or something to that effect. I know. Doesn't it sound insane? This story sounds insane. But, you know, that's what it is. It is what it is. And don't tell me that insane things don't happen in the world, because you know what? They bloody well do. Yeah, picking a fight. I think they treated you very badly, this group. Even though, really, they should have been... They should have been treating you better, let's just say. I was going to say a bit of bum kissing, but you know, it really, the arrogance just stops them from doing that. Look at that. I said a holiday, and maybe you saw it on holiday, but there's travel as well. There's travel as well. A soldier on the bottom of the card. On the bottom of the deck. Okay. Certainly got some to work with. Yeah, weirdly, this card has come out like 3 or 4 times, and I keep putting it back because I thought, well, we've got enough information on misinformation, but there's something about misinformation. These people lie. I mean, that is what they do. This is, and it's going to give them fame. Not a very nice fame, really. You know, this is what I'm saying about stepping away from social media. Don't feed them information because they're watching you. They are watching you. But what they say doesn't add up. You know, the excuses or it's not even excuses because you guys haven't even, you haven't really spoken to anybody about this. You certainly haven't spoken to these people about it. But the things they say just don't add up. You know, the signs are there. The signs are there, you guys. You know what you've seen. You know what you've seen. And they want you to be vigilant, okay? They want you to be vigilant. And then that comes with watching your back. You know, I'm not trying to tell you to be paranoid or anything, but, you know, what difference does it make if you're just going to look, if you're going to look over your shoulder, if you're going to watch your own back or have someone else do it for you? What difference does that make? That's not going to do you any harm. But I'll tell you what, if they planned an attack or they planned to kidnap you, it's sort of, the black bagging thing. I know it sounds insane, but this is what I'm seeing here. If they have that planned, what is the problem with being vigilant? What is the problem of protecting yourself? This is what I'm saying, okay? This is confirmation for somebody. This reading is for somebody, and I don't think it's for just one person. I think there is a group of people who has done this cycle, has done this boy, oh boy, has done this experience, geez, but it was meant to be. This was like a weird make or break moment for you. Because like I said, I don't think it's happened recently. I think this has happened within a year, 2 years from now, that it's already happened, But, yeah, I mean, be brave. They always say that. But this was a make or break moment for you. This is something that you had to go through so that you could elevate. You could elevate, and you could know what it is you want out of life and what you don't. And I know this sounds weird, but I keep picking up on the fact that whoever witnessed this person over here, you guys collective, I keep getting that you had a bit of a, how do I put this? A bit of a killer streak, that you really didn't have the empathy to, I don't know, to have compassion for somebody who was going through things. I don't know how to explain that. It's like this killer sort of energy, really, that you didn't really, death didn't really make that much difference to you. It wasn't, you were very pragmatic about it, very sort of matter of fact. And I think it's because you are a survivor and because you have already seen so much that it puts you into that position. But this changed it. This up close and personal thing changed that sort of soldier mentality. I don't know how to explain it. You were like a soldier. You were like a kill or be killed. That's what my team just said. You know, kill or be killed. And you were having none of that. You were kill all the way. But because this has happened and it was so in your face, it's really done a number on your head. And I think that it has definitely changed you for the better. I think you're still a survivor, most definitely. I just think you have a little bit more, I don't know, compassion, maybe? I don't know. They certainly went too far. They absolutely went too far. And somebody died. I mean, honestly, I'm seeing like torture here. I'm seeing torture. That was saving money, that card I just put back in there. You had discussions. How many times has that come out? You know, really? Look, invitation. Look at that. Invitation discussions. So maybe they're going to invite you to see just how much you know. They're going to feel you out. Not up, out. Let's hope they're not going to fill you up anyway. Ugh. Oh, these people are horrible. Yeah, see, they these people pretend to be, oh God, I don't know. Without just coming out and saying it. Right. These people believe, because they work in the medical field, and this is what I'm saying. These people believe, because they work in the medical field, that they are some sort of hero. We're heroes. We're Superman and women because we work for the medical industry. Well, you know what? Actually, these people are sick. They're disgusting. They need to be locked up and the key needs to be thrown away, because these people do not need to be in the position they are in, because this is abuse of power doesn't even begin to cover it. I think they're trying to make you out to be something that you're not as well. Trying to assassinate your character, somebody just said. But you know what? They can't, because what are they going to assassinate it with? The only thing that they can assassinate with is lies. Because you have integrity. They don't, they don't. Yeah, see, remember discussions and all that stuff came out. And see, there's a message there as well. Yeah, these people are gonna try to feel you out to see what you know. They're stalking you. I'm telling you, they are stalking you. But what they also are doing they're misguided when it comes to you, because they think that you are simple. They think that you're stupid. They think that you're blind. They think that you are ditzy and flaky. Maybe that comes from your spiritual beliefs. It could come from lots of things. They have completely mistaken you for someone else. And they don't realize that you are a master manifester, and that you can bring things from a place of nothing to your life by manifestation, because that is what you're doing. This is the honest truth. You are honest as well. This is the honest truth. Look at that. That's an inheritance again. Something has to do with an inheritance or money over here. Okay. I'm going to grab these just to see what they have to say. Yeah, justice on the bottom of the car, bottom of the deck. And so, you know, justice, and you are gonna you have your defense. You don't need to defend yourself. They're gonna make you feel like you have to, because I think they're gonna put you in a position where you feel that you have to defend yourself. But you know, it's not you who needs to defend themselves. You haven't done anything wrong. Look, but this is how they've left you. They've left you in the dark. They've left you with questions. They've left you with a feeling of what in the heck just happened? What happened? But I think you're going to find out, because I think these other people will end up having to come out and tell their side of the story as well. And also, I think that this is also them, this group over here, who is losing sleep because, you know, once you start, yeah, you know, on the bottom of the deck, once you start crossing that line, I don't care how arrogant you are, there is going to come a point where you are in the dead of night and you know that judgment is coming for you, because, you know, that's just how it works, really. So we've had justice and judgment right off the bat. And I think justice will happen. I think these people will go down. I think they will get caught. Let me clarify this reading. Let me clarify this. Well, yeah, I know, but, you know. I think this is an ugly, ugly, ugly situation. Now, my team just said, I said, could you clarify this? And they said, they've kind of almost said everything that they really are prepared to say, because I think that this is a very difficult thing to talk about. Not for them, they could give two hoots, but, you know, for us humans, this is a big thing. It's just, yeah. This is an ugly situation. And it's like this smug, you know, sitting on high thinking, well, you know, nothing's gonna come and spill my cup, is it? Nothing's gonna come get me. Absolutely not. Because I'm safe because of what I do for a living. But fact is, I don't give a shit what they do for a living. I don't give two hoots what they do for a living. It doesn't matter. What they have done is to screw up completely. God, look at all these swords. Swords, swords, swords. This is nasty. This is really, really, really nasty. And please, you know, if you are the one who's going through this, please know that it's not going to last forever and it is not going to break you. You have already survived so much. You know, you have success on your doorstep. You are going to be okay. You are going to be all right, okay? Just be brave. Be vigilant. Be brave. And those are the two cards that really have stood out of all these cards. Be brave and be vigilant are the ones that don't lose your integrity. You know, these are the ones that have stood out to me, because you are going to be okay. This group is not going to be okay. They're not going to be okay. They're going to, you know, if all goes well, they should go to prison for a long period of time. You know, they murdered this bloke, or this person. I do feel like it's a man that's been murdered. Let me clarify this. Team. Anything else you want to... I know, but, you know. Yeah, well, yeah. Meant to be. This is definitely meant to be. I'm going to put that on the board. That's what I said earlier. This was a test for you from the universe that has put you in a position where it is either going to make you or it's going to break you. Are you the survivor that stands up and says, don't, just bloody well don't? Or are you the type of survivor who's just going to lay down and let somebody do this to you again and again and again and again? And I'm not saying to witness a murder, but this is, to me, I mean, the image that I keep seeing is their foot on your head, that they feel that they've got you pinned. But really, they don't. They don't, because the universe isn't supporting them. The universe is not protecting them. The universe is protecting this person. What else do we have? Yeah, that card, that was one of the first cards that came out when I picked up this deck. No, you have your defense. You don't need to defend yourself, really, because it's already there. Because the truth will set you free. It will set you free. Yeah, I mean, I really feel this group of people, they're selfish, they're self-absorbed, they're jealous, and they're jealous of you. Even though they give it all the, you know, this person over here, you know, they're crazy and they're this, that, and the other. Actually, they don't really truly believe that, because you say things and they're like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on a minute. How did they know that? How do they know that? Because you are one of my psychic powerhouses. Not my little psychic powerhouses. There's nothing little about your personalities out there. The collective that follow me, man, you guys are awesome. You guys have that do or die. You know, you are on it. You are strong. You are survivors. This person is not. This person is weak. And this, to me, says gold digging. This says gold digging to me, and I really feel that this is why, one of the main reasons why this person died in the first place is because of money. But, like I said, meant to be. Absolutely meant to be. And you've got this. You know, you don't really even have to do anything. You know, as far as you're concerned, you are more secure. You're more secure than they are. All right? You don't. And you do have a strength about you that cannot be matched. It cannot be matched. They can't beat that. They can't beat you into submission. They can gaslight you all they want and tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't even think that most of you have even come forward with your video audio evidence. I think that you've suppressed it. I think you've suppressed it for many reasons. There's a lot of fear, and I'm not surprised. This is a scary situation. This is a terrifying situation. How do you know that these people aren't going to, how do you know? Because the fact of the matter is, your intuition's probably telling you that there's a plan here, and there is some sort of plan. You know, whether or not they're going to go through with it or not, I don't know, but maybe sometimes they do, maybe sometimes they don't. But I think that this is why they're asking you to be vigilant. Black bagging, that's what I keep seeing. I keep seeing like the whole, you know, snagging you out of a car park. You know, who's going to miss you, really? Who is going to put forth that's what they think. This is what they're thinking. Who's going to miss you? Who's going to miss you? Who's going to actually fight to find you? And, you know, all they got to do is kind of bury you, really. Cremate you. You know, they could get rid of you really, really easily. But I don't see the universe allowing that to happen. You know, as far as what I'm hearing is the universe says, how dare you? How dare you think that you're going to come into this person's life and take them out? Fine. All this has happened for a reason. Okay. But it's not going to go any further than that. So, you know, you are protected, but be vigilant. Seriously, just be vigilant. Like I said, I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I just want you to be safe. Okay? It's my soldiers out there, really. Clarify. Yeah. Death. I knew that card was going to come out. And yes, this is a death of a situation, but this is an actual death. And like I said, I don't even think that the person that they killed was a nice person. I really don't see that this person was very nice at all. smug and they say untouchable. It's the same. Maybe this person was part of this group. Hence why they called them a traitor. Hence why because I'm not with us anymore. Why they had this arrogant, smug, untouchable attitude. Maybe that's why. Because they just felt that they were above the law. They were above not only man's law, but universal law. Because these people think that they're above that as well. The people who perpetrated this. I know it sounds crazy. I know it is. I know it does. But you know what? This is what it is. And this is what it is. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. Take them. This is kind of, like I said, I think this has happened like 1 or 2 years ago. And this has pushed you into a position of looking within yourself, not, you can't rely on any of these people to tell you anything, really. You have to look within yourself. Funny enough, as I'm staring at the Hanged Man, I'm seeing the Hermit, and there he is on the bottom of the deck. They pushed you into hermit mode. They pushed you into retreat. They pushed you into a position where you did not feel comfortable, you just didn't feel comfortable. And like I said, even if it's on a subconscious level, it pushed you into a place of solitude, of okay, yes, all right, you have been in the dark. I understand that, but that has happened for a reason, so that you can look within yourself and find your own light. But I think that slow and steady progress, I'm going to bring that right down there, is going to bring you that justice. It is. That justice is coming. You've done a lot of personal work on yourself, and that is why all these great things are coming to you. And great things are relative. One man's great thing is another man's not great thing. It's going to be great for you, though. This is going to be what you have manifested. That's exactly. Thank you, team. Thank you, team. This has been what you have manifested. Yeah, see, I just heard a jet fly over. This is gonna take off. You are gonna go out of it. And although I don't think you will ever forget that this has happened, I think that it will enable you to find a sun moment. I think it's going to enable you to find a moment where things that seemed important to you in the past actually they aren't important now. They're not important. Yeah, you've seen too much for it to be important anymore. And it has changed you, most definitely. Wow. Well, my goodness. It's quite something. They're asking you to look ahead. They're asking you to keep your eyes forward and look ahead. Try not to sit in this too much. And I know that's a very difficult thing to ask, but, look over here. Look at your future, because this is, this isn't your future. You're not going to get caught up by these people. You're not. You're too vigilant. You're too vibey. You're a soldier, okay? You got it. You've got it. You're a survivor. Right. Well, the team said about, 20 minutes ago that they didn't want to say anything else about it, but I'm making them. Let's pull a couple of these and then we'll leave it, because, this is your message. You will know it is your message, and that's that. Look at that unexpected income. Yeah, see, I get the feeling that there's some sort of something going to come out about this. Some sort of compensation is the word that keeps popping into my head. But and maybe no, it is money. It is some level of money is coming to you, and it's not a windfall either. This isn't something that. Well, I guess it is. I guess technically it is a windfall, but. This is not something that, I don't want to say that you earned it because, you know, it sounds a bit weird, but you did bloody well earn it, didn't you? Let's keep going. Anything else on this reading? This person's false. Just don't forget that these people are false. When they start asking you questions, please do not think for a moment that these people are on your side, because they aren't. And they will gaslight you and make you feel like that they are there for you, but they really aren't, okay? Don't forget that. That's all part of being vigilant. Don't take the false people as they are. You know, I honestly, every time I've shuffled these things like 4 or 5 times now, and that wealthy man keeps coming out. So I think maybe he has something to do with this as well. Maybe that's the man who got killed. I don't know. Maybe that's the false person that's coming towards you, who's going to say, let's size this person up and see how much they know. And I really feel that that's the invitation that you're going to get for these discussions. My advice, you know, what the hell do I know? But my advice would be that you would take somebody with you. You know, take some legal advice, somebody on the legal scale, on this legal profession. And if you can't afford it, take a mediator or, I don't know, anybody who's not, don't take family, don't take friends, okay? Take somebody who is neutral to your situation so that if it does go to court, then you're covered. You're not having to rely on somebody who could be biased, who the court could see as being biased. This is a neutral party. You know, if you can't find one, ask around. You know, and honestly, there are people who do it for a living. They're mediators. You know, they'll just come in and they'll you know, ask them to take notes, or, you know, whatever it is. I'd say record it. You know, record the meetings that you're having, most definitely. If you can keep it all in writing, all the better. Okay. Oh man, wow. Yeah, see, this is a gift. You know, I know it doesn't seem like a gift, but it bloody well is, and it's going to lead to a massive change. Yeah, see, I've used the word bloody way too much, but actually, you know, I don't know, it seems kind of an appropriate word to use in this reading. This is some ugly stuff. This is my doctor card, actually, funnily enough, and again, this is the card that keeps coming out. Yeah, that's my doctor card. I really do feel that this is this is something to do with the hospital. God. You know, you're supposed to be able to trust these people. But something has to do with a mature woman as well, and she's going to prison. And she expects to go to prison. She expects it. Somewhere inside her mind, she is pretty vibey, and she knows she's going down because she stepped over a line. Well, you know, you got to answer. This Piper is coming to call. I believe that with every fiber of my being. Anything else you want to add to this? Flipped it over. Look at that. Death again. It is. You know, death 3 times on this board. Every card, every deck that I've used, the death card has come out. So, you know, witness a murder, death, there it is. Oh, come on. Death, death, death. Death, death, death. Death, death, death. Yeah, well, you know. It's just, I was just getting ready to say, yes, this is a shocking situation. You know, and you just wouldn't think that this could be a possibility of a reading, really. You don't think that this is a possibility of something that's happened in somebody's life, let alone a reading. But these people have worked really hard. They've worked really hard to pull this off. Only thing is, they worked hard in a way that did not make sure that they were protected. I really feel that, I really, really, really feel that they were being surveilled. You know, someone was watching them. Someone was watching their emails. They were listening to their calls. They were surveilling them, for goodness sake. Child keeps coming out as well. And that's the courthouse. And I really do think that it's got something to do with an inheritance. Maybe the person who was killed is related to one of the people in the group. And I think that that's probably what this is. Definitely been a heck of a journey, hasn't it? Anything else? Anything else you want to add to this? No, but, you know. So do you really need us to add anything else to this? Well, no, but, I don't know. Be careful, because this card keeps coming out. And I really think that they're going to try to court you. And they're going to tell you things that aren't true. They're going to tell you things that they think are going to put you in a position to be on their side, to gaslight you. Then that's what this looks like. It looks like to me that they're going to try to tell you, well, but you were vulnerable. You know, you were on drugs. You were vulnerable. You know, what do you know? You know, what do you think you know? Just be careful, okay? Don't feed them any information. Don't give them what do you owe them information for? And as far as a release goes, these people are not the people that you should be talking to, okay? These are not the people that you should be talking to. And heck, I wouldn't even give them your evidence. No way. No way would I pass it on to these people. No way. It's not who these need to get. It's not that evidence does not need to go there. This, you know, gosh, split the deck of bad health, but a great fortune. Bad health. Yeah, see, that's their occupation. Right, I'm going to leave it there, because I think that we've done pretty much all we can do with this. Really, just be brave, be vigilant, be safe, okay? You guys take care of yourselves. Whew, man, wow, I feel like I've had the 3 sheets of hell knocked out of me. I don't know. Sheets of hell. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, Lordy May. All right. Guys, take care of yourself. I love you so much. And if you know who this is for, and maybe you do, maybe somebody has confided in you about what they've been through, listen to them. Because as insane as what it is that they're saying sounds, this is what they've been through. This is what they've been through. They have been through a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. And it has really, really fried their brain. So, you know, just be supportive. Be supportive. Pass this on so that they know that something really good is going to come out of this. Okay, right. I love you guys. I love you. Like, subscribe, share, all that, comment, and all that good stuff that you guys are so wonderful at. And I appreciate everything you do. Still having comment trouble. I know that I reply to these comments. I know that I do. And when I go back, it's not there. And it's really, really frustrating. And I don't want to look rude. I mean, it's not that I don't want to look rude. I don't want you to think that I'm just ignoring you, because I'm not. No, yeah, it's a funky time as well. So, you know, I appreciate everything. I appreciate all your support. I love you to pieces. Okay. Love you guys. You take care of yourselves. Bye. Bye.